Yo, it's Friday. My voice is gone from a week of talking. Today we're talking about Pricey Lighting, Honda over the air, and the Metaverse is coming back. I sound like somebody totally different.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna be like, "Who did Kyle bring to the show?"
I haven't really talked today yet.
Right.
And so this is the first time I've asserted.
This is experimental, right? It's all experimental. It's like, what
I'm
do
really
I
glad.
Like?
I sound like a pro wrestler. I'm really. Come on, Kyle. What you gonna do?
You know? I'm sideways now.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad I have 4 days until the year-end extravaganza because I think I'll have it all polished up and nice. It's just my voice is just gone. I feel great. My voice is gone. Okay. What you gonna do? You got a nice background today. That
I do have a nice background.
That are listening can't see. It's like a nice plaid with a little Christmas tree.
Just as a note, if you've never been to Beaver Toyota, you still have to go to Beaver Toyota. But I'm sitting in this like little tufted lounge. It's got a little a little like old airport vibe, and they got a Christmas tree here for me. So I figured it'd be a nice spot to hang out for a morning podcast.
Of them. They're so thoughtful. They're just so thoughtful. Hey, if you haven't heard by now, we're just a few days away from our annual year-end extravaganza in Nashville. I'm getting on a plane in like an hour from now, heading to Kyle, bringing the whole family. We're going to warm the whole place up, get some man on the street interviews, and Tuesday, December 20th, between 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern, we're throwing it down. 2-hour live stream show, Jimmy Fallon style. Michael Cirillo's the host. We got Al Kutri and the Troublemakers, live band, live studio audience, live guests, crazy camera crew. Like, you got to be at the live stream. The best way to do it, I mean, what's the best way for them to like not forget?
sodu.com/ye and figure out if you're a YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you are, click there, boom, save it down, and that's the easiest way to find it. So
that's YEE for year-end extravaganza. And a real easy way is right now, like pick up your phone or open your scheduler and just put it in there. Like
just put it in there, and then you'll get a notification from somewhere if you follow us. Yeah,
and you'll just remember, like, hey, that thing's going on. And if you even drop on LinkedIn, you'll see it there in our profile. Also
1 o'clock Central, 12 Mountain.
No, here we go.
Whatever it is,
11
out in the western side of the country. So yeah, it's all around lunchtime.
My guess is if you live in one of those other time zones, not the Eastern time zone, you're used to doing the math at this point.
Yeah, you just get angry every time someone says Eastern. Let me tell you how it really is.
Hey, I don't know. Everyone can't live on the best coast. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
What else we got? I need a true car. We have a post going out today if it didn't go out already. The hashtag I need a true car campaign's in full swing. Hey, look, I don't know any dealer that doesn't want $5,000 of True Car's money into their next car dealer, Kyle. I know you're in the market for a car. You should have made a video, dude.
I should have made a video.
So basically all you do, you make a video highlighting why you need the $5,000, why you need a new car. And then you use their little music, search up, I need a true car. They made like this catchy little jingle that always gets stuck in my head every time I talk about it. Use the hashtag, I need a true car, or follow the directions on their social media platforms. And they're going to pick 10 people to get $5,000 each.
It's fancy. So, that's a great little holiday deal.
Very fancy. I like it. All right.
Speaking of fancy.
Stop. Segue.
Time. Thank you.
One manufacturer really feels like their cars are super fancy. If you were once excited about a $41,000 base F-150 Lighting,
it's impressive.
Well, hey, you are in for a treat because Ford has announced this week the third price hike in several months. Has increased in price another 9% for the Lightning, ringing in at $55,974, a almost $17,000 increase from the original.
That's like a whole like what cost does any car cost $17,000 anymore?
Kia Rio maybe.
I was gonna be like, yeah, right, maybe if you're lucky. But everybody's supply costs are rising, and I don't think Ford's too worried about it though. I mean, they sell every truck they make.
They just sell them all. Yeah, they're making more and they're selling them all. So
added a third shift, right? They added a third shift at the plant. So
Yeah,
I
it
think it
kind of
just is
blows my
what it is
mind
for
because,
this
like,
market.
I mean, your typical like year-over-year price increase was like anywhere between $300 and $900 for a vehicle, and now just because of this new EV ecosystem and because Tesla can do it, it's like, hey, manufacturers are just going, hey, we're just going to raise prices on these things. It's a wild different thing, but they see what dealers have been making on new vehicles, and they're like, hey, look. If customers are willing to pay the price, let's raise it.
That's kind of retail,
Wild.
right? You raise it until it affects you.
Yep.
Oh,
We'll
I know. I don't have a fancy segue, but also
no fancy segue.
No fancy segue. But Honda announced this week. We talked about this coming a week or two ago, that Honda was going to have Google built-in OS in one of its vehicles. We didn't know which one. Well, they announced this week it's going to be their 2023 Honda Accord touring model. So only the touring model is going to be their first integrating the Google operating system, which it gets all the features where it can it can adjust your climate control and you can log into your Google and have all your stuff at your fingertips. But this is also the thing that allows Honda to step in to the over-the-air update era, which is, I think, probably a bigger deal.
Yeah, no, that's a huge deal. And to be able to do it in line with someone's logged in experience, I think that's the holy grail of like the connected car to the connected ecosystem. And so the people that lean into the Google ecosystem are going to be extremely happy with this, and I think I'm sure, Amazon and Apple are both trying to find a place to get their operating system into a vehicle, because it's like, hey, if that's another place where you're at, it's like home, phone, computer, car. Those are the places where you got to be found if you're an operating system these days to have all the data and have the logged in experiences. So I'm sure there's a whole segment of about 13% of people that are Google ecosystem people that
all of our
excited.
green bubble friends. We're looking at you, Glenn Lundy. It's like, do we even need them in the group chat? I don't know.
Right.
Now we can't send pictures. It's not all a smooth ride. Senator Elizabeth Warren has called for investigation into big tech's expansion into the auto industry, expressing concerns that companies like Google may stifle competition through bundled services and lack of support for third-party apps. So what that basically means is, some people, who's charging a subscription for it? It's Honda is not yet, but one of the automakers is, you get like the first 3 years of the Google, OS, all the features unlocked, but then you have to pay to unlock it. If not, then you're stuck with Google CarPlay. And so Elizabeth Warren is saying like, hey, if they have a monopoly on that and no third-party apps or ways to integrate, she's going for it. She's going for it.
Yeah.
Speaking of going for it. Oh, God, you're gonna do it? I got a
Speaking
segue.
of going for it. No, go.
All right, we're gonna go. We're speaking of going for the segue.
Segue.
Well, it's been a little too long, Kyle, since we've talked about the metaverse.
I don't know if it's been a little too long. It has been a long time, but
like you just think about the rug that got pulled out from under us several months ago when Brian Kramer all of a sudden went vendor side, so he's no longer selling cars in the metaverse, and then met a Bob Lonham, became Bob Now, and now I just feel like I'm floating in the metaverse. But this article is going to bring us back. NVIDIA, the graphics processor maker, they predict that many automotive companies will begin integrating their operations with the metaverse this next year in 2023, using it to monitor, get those production processes and improving design throughout the use of digital twins, they call them, in factory. So basically a metaverse replica of what's actually in the factory, and also through virtual collaboration spaces. So you just think about it, like you can troubleshoot production processes in real time in the metaverse, walk around the shop, look up, look down, look around. The design process, right, can be a real collaborative thing. Some auto brands such as Fiat and Ford have already begun using the metaverse to showcase products to potential customers, right? So that's the retail side. But I don't have a note here, and I don't know why, but in the article, it talks about, and it's linked up here in the show notes, that one of the manufacturers already credits like, hey, we saved like 300 grand designing a vehicle because we collaborated in the metaverse to do it. So
I think that's like one of, I'm starting to try to think like, where are the uses for the metaverse in a practical sense on a day-to-day basis? And that's like collaboration with physical items I think is a massive piece where you can't have everybody in the room when you've got a global design team and it's like, all right, let's get everyone in the metaverse room and let's talk about this design. Let's work on the way that it integrates and the way that it that it flows and things like that. Like that would save a ton of costs over time. And then even like pre-product releases, instead of having to build a whole concept car just to see if it's the thing that everybody wants, right? You can do focus groups or anything like that on product presentations way prior to launching anything, even before putting anything into production. Right. So like I just think it saves a ton of time in both development and R&D. So
that's right. Yeah. That's right. So
design and
hey,
R&D.
there you go. A use for the metaverse. Other than my Roblox and Walmart Land and all the other fun things. Look, we know what's going to happen. It's just like everything. It's just like crypto, just like all the excitement. Everybody got all excited in early 2022 this year, right? Late 2021, 22, we were metaverse in, we're cryptocurrency and we're doing all that. And now we're just like,
got ahead of ourselves.
Eggs are so expensive.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Hey, yeah, by the way,
it'll come.
We're going to revamp and we're going to revisit 2022 at the year-end extravaganza. Just so you know, there may or may not be an opening monologue where Kyle and I do our best like Jimmy Fallon or Saturday Night Live. You get to pick what it's going to be. We're going to review 2022. Going to look ahead to 2023. Right now, we hope that all of you go over to Clubhouse for all things used cars with David Long. I'll just go to the Clubhouse app. Search all things used cars. You'll find it there. I'm going to get the family together, get on my way to Nashville. Kyle's going to get back home from Georgia. I literally have muck boots on right now. Literally. Look at this.
I don't.
Because we have like 6 inches of snow.